podcast of Star Wars. Today we're going to play a little bit of Starfighter, probably for maybe an hour or so. In the future on this channel, just so everybody knows, like and subscribe. We'll be having giveaways, t-shirts, mugs, as you can see, I did very poorly in this last round that I was not a part of. Yeah, we'll be having giveaways, t-shirts, mugs, video game giveaways. We are definitely going to be giving away a copy of Metal Gear Solid Survive, or Metal Gear Metal Gear Survive. We'll be giving away a copy of Metal Gear Survive. Most likely just a download code. Around the time it comes out, we'll do a pre-order download code, and that way whoever wins will get the pre-order bonuses as well. If that's possible. Anyway, yeah, enjoy. You'll probably hear me swearing quite a bit. I'll turn the music back on. If we start getting anybody that actually follows our games, we'll be doing stuff like having people choose what game we play for that day, or other super fun stuff. Anyway, enjoy.
Our forces won't stand a chance with those cruisers in place. Commence attack run.
Could never decide what to do in the beginning here. Do I want to go after one of the ships or just fuck stuff up? I'm just gonna fuck some stuff up.
I'm taking a lot of hits over here.
Oh shit! Not gonna hit me with that shit. Nope. You know, I didn't actually think that it did, but it really does make a big difference when those bombers activate the electronic measures, their electronic defense measures. You can't see that little circle to count your shots ahead of time. That guy's taken. So in the future, oh shit. Oh, they got me. They got my guys. I mean, there's nobody watching, but maybe somebody will watch this afterwards. Next time I die, I'll talk about how I have all these different things set up. My A-wing is super squirrely.
Our blockade runners are here. Keep the Imperial.
Oops. Oh, that's embarrassing. I thought I could sneak up next to that a little better than that.
On my mark, go!
Only to find out his microphone was off the whole time. He was just talking to himself.
That's what I call a near miss.
Get some kills. Then work on objectives.
This will be impossible if we don't take out those cruisers first.
No run for Imperial threat. Appreciate the assist. Ship's breaking up! He's gone. I hate chasing interceptors with an interceptor. I don't mind chasing an interceptor with a non-interceptor, like a fighter, because they're just easier to maneuver and get a good shot off on people. But the when you know how to fly,
these bad little interceptors with the pilot upgrades, fire control upgrades,
We've lost the blockade runner. I don't like our chances.
can really mess people's days up. Especially on maps. This map isn't a perfect map to even to get into it, you know. This map is more geared towards being bombers and just getting a bunch of damage done. I prefer, my favorite map is the Death Star debris field map. This vehicle in particular, the A-Wing, really graceful in that map. Easy to get some stuff done. Fly around, lurk, something that I like to do. I lurk through the debris fields, find some people that are not paying attention.
Key reinforcements are here. Wide
Oh god.
Keep them safe.
Got my eyes on Boba Fett. I just gotta pay attention. He's gonna drop that bomb any second. Oh, he got me. Didn't even see him plant the bomb. I'm usually pretty good at getting away from those.
That's it for me. Trust in the Force.
Let's trust in the Force, everybody. Trust in the Force.
Can't take much more.
So I go a little bit mad in here. My guns, the way that they're set up, I just get a ton of points no matter what I'm doing. If I'm hitting something, I get points. Just go in there, get enemies popping up left and right, try and take them out at the same time as shooting at all the super fun stuff to shoot at that's in there. Gotcha, bitch.
Take down those shield generators. Then we can go after the Star Destroyer.
That's a step in the right direction.
Generator down. Continue.
Aww. Dang, that guy got me quick, didn't he? Okay, there we go. Now we can play around with Tally for a little bit, who's actually surprisingly not as, I don't think it's as good as a leveled up interceptor, but her ability to help her teammates is worth taking a cut in the damage.
Making headway.
Her dual missiles in this game are pretty worthless. It's super easy to get away from missiles. Just like that. That's how you get away from a missile. Next up, you get back inside. Oh shit! So yeah, I've got a bad habit of crashing. I know that people will notice that pretty quickly.
That's it for me. That'll work.
Take that, Illuminati. You're not keeping a secret society going on inside of that cockpit.
Our numbers are starting to get thin. Wrap this up or we'll
Let's
have to
see.
disengage.
And Boba Fett's back on base.
Looking for targets.
Not getting away, Mr. Fett. Gotcha, bitch. So, Slave 1 bothers me because, I mean, it's got so much potential. I don't know if anybody remembers Rogue Squadron for Nintendo 64 or GameCube, but you could get Slave 1 in the GameCube version, and he had cluster missiles, and it would fire like 8 or 16 missiles off that would just independently track enemies. But that game didn't really have any like versus modes. It was all challenges that you play with friends. I can't believe we lost so easily. I should have been paying attention.
We've lost too many. We'll retreat to fight
I've
another
lost
day.
too many. First on my team, second overall. Close but no cigar. I should have been a bomber that game. I just can't help it. Bombers are so slow. It gets boring. They are pretty powerful though if you know how to fly them. So, anybody that watches this, if you want to like and subscribe, comment something that you think we should give away that's within reason. And,
All forces repel the
who knows,
rebels.
maybe you'll win it. You could be the only person that likes and subscribes this. About maybe a week before, yeah, probably a week before Metal Gear Survive comes out, we'll be doing, we'll do a broadcast video, probably, the rest of the crew playing too. We'll get,
Keep the rebels away from our cruisers.
I don't think we'll have Ed in yet, but we'll have Frio and possibly Martinez in. When those guys get in, we have a broadcast video about a week before Metal Gear Survive comes out. We're going to be giving away that game. Probably be playing something silly. I don't know what we'll be playing. We intend to play all kinds of games on this channel, not just Star Wars, which is what I play during the day when I don't have anything else to do. And who doesn't love TIE Fighters? They are the best ever. I mean, TIE Fighters, underrated. I don't like the Interceptor or TIEs. The TIE Interceptor is good. It's fast, it's super agile, but I don't like the laser cannons it has. They're just too short range, precise, kind of, they do heavy damage, but they can't shoot a bunch before they run out of power, or before they overheat. They overheat too easily. And as you can see, the TIE Fighters just are great. It's agile, the cannons are powerful. When you, I mean, I've leveled mine up, but they're powerful anyway. They're already pretty good. I just managed to get a 7-player streak before I get my poor little self blown up. And do another TIE Fighter, and then I'll rock the bomber. Take out the Corvettes that are going to show up here in a second. There he is. So, get a couple more kills with this guy, and then jump into the bomber, take out the Corvettes. These guys going in circles, I try to just get out of it. I'd rather get blown up because I'm not going to fly in a circle than fly in a circle for 4 minutes trying to fight some asshole. Yeah. People are willing to fly in circles. It's just kind of bullshit, you know? How fun is that? I mean, pull up for 30, 40 straight seconds and basically all you're doing is seeing when the other person's going to get bored, or hoping that people on your team are going to shoot somebody that you have going in circles. So yeah, that's all about patience, and as you see, I totally failed, because I don't have the patience required to fucking sit there and fly around in circles for a full minute straight.
Rebel reinforcements have arrived. Y-wing bombers. Keep them from reaching the dock. All rebel blockade runners are destroyed.
I've been wanting to do no heads-up display videos.
You've got my attention.
That takes a lot of practice. Holy shit, there's fucking... Fuck all of yous.
Rebel Y-wings are bombing the docks. Eliminate them.
Have some Boba Fett videos. I've got a 20 kill streak video with Boba Fett that I uploaded to the other channel, which, by the way, if you find the other channel, it's not our channel. Somebody had already taken that name that we used for the other channel, and basically I didn't realize it until after I had already made our channel. So we have one channel that's got the wrong name, and I haven't checked out the other. It's actually a gaming channel. I haven't checked out the other guy's gaming channel to see what he's got going on or if he's any good. But, you know, if you see our other channel and you think it's a nice name for a channel, because obviously at least one other person did, go check out his channel. See what he's got going on. He's probably better than us. This fucking asshole's spinning. But I've got bombs now, bitch. Go ahead and fly in circles like an idiot. Goodbye. Yeah, so if you're fighting Boba Fett, don't fly around in circles like an idiot. He has bombs. He will wait for you to fly around until he has his bomb back.
Nice try. Still,
Or at least I will. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh. Han Solo got me. So it's... She got the bomber. I'm gonna bomb the shit out of that Millennium Falcon here in a second. 17 and a half minutes of streaming with nobody watching. I'm sure somebody will enjoy it. Somewhere in the world. Watch this dude get crushed. Ugh. So, zooming in, I've noticed that if you choose to zoom in, it actually seems to increase the accuracy.
Hold the line.
The accuracy assist on your lasers actually seems to go up when you're zoomed in. I don't know if that's just like anecdotal evidence, you know, like, I mean, it is anecdotal evidence. I don't know if it's true or not, but it would seem that zooming in causes the lasers to actually change direction more than if you're not. Here I am just putting along in my bomber.
Shield generator.
Yeah, evasive maneuvers with the bomber is pretty worthless. I need to give that thing reinforced hull or something like that, but most of the time you get ignored as a bomber when you're actually using a bomber to perform objectives, so it doesn't need it too much as long as you can get your bombs off, maybe get one full laser salvo off. Dying doesn't seem to really have much, there's not much negative about crashing in this game or blowing up, I mean, other than just like, it's really cool to get kill streaks. So yeah, there's some of the interceptor firepower. I do not like how quickly it overheats. It's very deadly, and we won. Yeehaw. It overheats too fast, though. You get like 5 or 6 shots off before it overheats. They're very powerful because it's 4 lasers hitting one spot, but it's just not worth, like, really how many of those shots are you going to get every time you shoot. So we got 2nd place overall again. I don't know if it was that same player the last time. Closer this time, no. Only 500 points. That was surviving with Boba Fett. A little longer would have gotten that. Eliminations. Depending on what this next map is, we'll probably do one more. I'll try and just do a 30-minute stream today. Again, Hellhounds, or not Hellhounds, Hounds of Hell Gaming. I'm Nidrai.
The Death Star is gone.
Our other members,
remains a threat.
some of them, a couple of them are in the process of getting their new gamer IDs, so we don't have their gamer IDs yet to tell you guys. But they'll be posting videos as well. It's not going to just be me, as much as I'm sure everybody loves watching just Starfighters fly around.
Let's do this, team.
We are going to have a whole lot of fun stuff coming up. Metal Gear Survive is the big one that we want to do as a group. We'll have a group of 4. We'll be doing, you know, tutorial videos, how to do certain things. We played through the beta and absolutely loved that game. There's a lot of people out there that are saying stuff like, because Kojima's not attached to it, we're not gonna play it. And it's like, first off, like, Kojima was very important to the Metal Gear Solid series. You know, being a creator, director, that's important, but he wasn't the only person that made Metal Gear what it was. I mean, Konami was the company that, you know, basically gave him wings to fly, and when they wanted to do things different from him, he didn't want to go along with it anymore. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't mean that Metal Gear Solid is going to suck forever because Hideo Kojima's not there making the weird-ass storyline. So, this map is, this map really benefits the A-Wing, especially if you have the upgraded turn rate. Mine's got a turn rate leveled all the way up. It's like a 20% turn rate increase. And you just lurk around in these ruins. People got no chance in here. I mean, sometimes you'll come up against people that know what they're doing. They're really good at, like, flying around through the ruins, and maybe they'll get you back. But most of the time, people start chasing you. You just have fun floating around in the ruins for a minute. And what are they going to do? Like, yeah, they're going to chase you, and they're going to crash, because they're not as good as you at flying through ruins. I mean, as long as you make sure you get good at flying through ruins. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Look at that, I crashed while talking shit about how good I was at flying through ruins. I crashed into ruins. We're going to keep going with the Interceptor. One thing, I'm not a big fan of the hero ships for the Rebellion side. Millennium Falcon is it's like a space bus. It doesn't really act the way that the Millennium Falcon does in the series, and I know that, like, you know, how could it? It'd be really hard to make some sort of control, some way to control the Millennium Falcon like they do in the movies. Have it actually be agile and flip around and do, like, crazy bank turns and stuff like that, instead of just being super slow and, like I said, basically a space bus. And what the hell is the point of having a gunship like that if the automated turret isn't automated? You can only shoot in front of you. The Millennium Falcon only shooting in front of itself is stupid. That doesn't make any sense at all.
there's like very rare instances where the Millennium Falcon shoots anything in front of itself in the series. Most of the time it's being pursued, the lasers are firing behind it, and that makes a lot of sense because it's a big fucking slow-ass giant space bus. It's not nearly as agile as it should be. I'm just complaining. I think the hero ships are terrible, you know, on the Rebellion side.
Enemy down.
The opposite of that is the Imperial ships. All the hero ships for Imperials are pretty great. Just about every one of them has cool abilities, and they're agile, and they do cool stuff. Getting these assists. Somebody's hanging out with me. Really like shooting the stuff that I like to shoot. It's totally cool. There's nothing wrong with getting assists in this game. The idea is to win, not to do the best on your team. I mean, obviously it's really cool when you do the best on your team. But it's not everything. Not even close. Points to level up is what's most important if you just want to like level up if you're new to the game. The best thing to do is go around and like shoot turrets when you first start off, especially if you're brand new to the game. If you haven't flown a bunch, if you haven't flown a bunch, oh look at that, I flew through that girder, then it can be a little disorienting at first. I have my flight settings on Legacy. It flies very different from the standard settings. It's more precise control. And there's less laser auto aim in Legacy control, I think. Ah, they got me. Right around the time I get 9 kills each time. I'm going to go ahead and play around with Tally for a second. I'll show you what we've got on her. The engine upgrade, top speed, blah blah blah, capacitors, and tuned lasers. It's going to be a long time before I have her leveled up. There's just other stuff I care about more, like getting my bomber leveled up the rest of the way, getting my fighter leveled up the rest of the way. And then, you know, like getting Boba Fett leveled up the rest of the way. And it takes a lot to get the crafting parts. If you're a new player, crafting parts are the things that matter. The cards you get don't really matter because you can always make the cards with crafting parts. Crafting parts are the most important thing in the game that you get by far. So use those frugally. Because once you run out of like the initial bit that they give you for like completing the game or for completing the campaign and starting a new game and all that other stuff, once you're out of that, it takes forever to level up. It takes, you get like 15 to 50 crafting parts per crate that you get, and each crate, you know, takes maybe 2 or 3 games to get a crate if you're good, maybe 3 or 4 games to get a crate. And then you need, if you were to start at nothing and build up to a max leveled, oh, yeah, there we go, victory again. If you were to start at nothing and build up to a max leveled card, it costs, I think about 1,000 crafting parts. It's 40 to craft one, 80 to level it up, 120 I think to level it up again, second place again. Damn, I thought I had first that time. 3 kills. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing, too. That's a half hour of streaming. Like and subscribe, guys. Might not be super fun today. We're still kind of... I'm still new to it, getting kind of used to it. We are going to have giveaways. Our first video that reaches 1,000 likes is going to get a $100 PlayStation or Xbox Marketplace card. First video that gets 1,000 likes, one of the people that likes that video, like and subscribe, will get $100 for arcade. Anyway, this is Ninja Eye signing out. I just got 33 kills in that last one,
Clear us a
and we are
path to
done
that
broadcasting
non-calamari
for
cruiser.
today.
We'll make these rebels pay.